Hi there and good morning. I'm starting now a short series of videos on the original Marshall Gambit idea with 11 Knight F6 for black. So this is the original Marshall number 1, and it's from the famous encounter that was Capablanca against Lasca in 1918. So e4 and e5, knight f3, knight to c6, bishop b5, the Spanish, a6. Now the bishop drops back to a4, knight f6, attacking e4, white castles, and black goes for the closed variation rather than capture on e4, bishop e7, rook e1 now defends the e-pawn, b5, the bishop drops back to b3, black now castles, and in this very common position, there are many top players in the world, including Kasparov, who avoids playing the natural c3 move, probably in fear of the Marshall counter gambit. So white can play moves like h3 or a4 or other anti-Marshall systems. If c3 is played, then black can try the Marshall gambit, which is characterized by this move d5, thrusting in the center, which loses a pawn for black, but black gets some very active and aggressive piece play. So after e takes on d5, knight takes on d5. Now that pawn on e5 is loose. That's going to be taken by white. Knight takes on e5. Black trades knight, knight takes e5, and rook takes on e5. So this is a very popular position in the original game, Capablanca against Lasca. Lasca had plans and played knight back to f6. Also possible is this idea, bishop to b7, but queen f3 is a good response against bishop b7 by white. And nowadays the most common move, thought to be the best for black, is simply to play c6. So we're going to explore that in other videos, but we're looking now at Marshall's original idea with knight f6. Well, white will usually here play d4, the most logical move, releasing the bishop, defending the rook on e5 with a pawn in the center, and bishop d6. The bishop relocates to d6, hitting the rook, which is going to go back usually to e1. In some cases e2 is playable, but rook e1, by far the most common move. And now the knight to g4, which is targeting the pawn on h3. That's going to be defended by, attacking the pawn on h2, and that's going to be defended by h3 by white. The queen's going to join in now, queen to h4, which is hitting f2, and black is happy to give up that knight on g4 because that's going to cause white's ruin if taken. So queen f3 is the best defense here for white. But now a tactical shot by black. Black could play bishop to h2. He could have played this a few moves ago as well. Bishop h2, but can play the immediate knight takes on f2. A little sacrificial line, because now if queen takes f2, now the bishop comes in not to g3 immediately, but h2 check. King takes h2, loses the white queen. The king has to stay defending the queen. King f1, and now the bishop back to g3 is going to win back the exchange, at least for black. The best move here for white, which very few players seem to find, is queen to d2. Queen d2, by far white's best move, keeping the queen off of the e-file. That's quite imperative. If instead queen to e2, the most natural looking move, then what black can sacrifice the other bishop now. Bishop takes on h3. In so doing, he's going to gain time by playing rook a to e8. So after accepting that, bishop g takes on h3, rook a e8 hits the queen. And if now queen takes on e8, then queen takes h3 is going to be a mating attack. King g1, queen h2, king f1, and queen f2. That's checkmate. So this has been the original Marshall number 1 in the Spanish. Ray Lopez. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.